Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Come on in. Good morning, y'all. Come on in, come on in. I'm gonna start y'all out with some positive vibes. But today is what? Damn it. Is today Thursday already? The fuck, these weeks are going by so fast. My glasses are nice and dirty. I'm going to clean these shits as I give y'all positive vibes. Come in, y'all. See, the topic today is truth without compassion is abuse. I got this topic from a caption from someone's video on TikTok, and it resonated with me. And I wanted to talk to you about it and see what this statement means to you, right? Because this will lend into our communication skills a little bit more and how we deal with people. What does this statement mean to you? This is what I want to know. So in the meantime, between time, I'm going to start y'all out with some good music because, I always say what? Step one, wake up, really gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step four, everybody just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Hey Johnny, wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Life ain't easy, yo. I think there's a reason, though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, yo. You always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison the rock. Hey, Von Ray. Full of flaws, so hey, Soulful. Don't ever stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Hey. What? So I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive vibes are overtaken. I got patience. One day at a time, that's how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I live that I like to do it cause it's sensation. Cause what? I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, but I take it. Hey, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Yes, you are so cool. Today's gonna be a good day. Hey, Cheryl. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Today's gonna be a good day, y'all. That's what we saying. Today's gonna be a good day. That's what we saying. That's what we feeling. I know I feel it. Even though, you know, my glasses are dirty. Let me clean these shits because they're just dirty, dirty, dirty. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining. It is Thursday already. It's Thursday already, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Damn, these 4 days went by fast. What? And 4 days into what? Hashtag Fit Friends, y'all. How y'all doing out there with hashtag Fit Friends? Y'all hanging on? You getting your water in? You know, this 15-day challenge, this hashtag Fit Friends, has been a challenge for me too, y'all. Just because I tell y'all I ride my bike 6 days a week, which, what I noticed. Good morning, Robin. Good morning, Basu. Yeah, I'm sorry, my job is on the speaker, so hold on. I had to turn them down. I have a conference call that's been going on since 5 o'clock this morning, y'all. And so I didn't join it at 5 o'clock this morning, but I did join it at some point before the show. And I'm running the project, and so I had to chime in. But I got to do my show, so hopefully they don't call my name or anything while I'm doing this show because I was working until 7 o'clock last night. It's rough out here. It is. But good morning. Anyway, y'all, how are y'all doing on hashtag Fit Friends, right? Are you getting your water in? I was saying that it's been a challenge for me too because, 30 minutes of concentrated movement. Normally I do my bike for 20 minutes and then I do a 5 minute cool down. That's 25 minutes, right? But now I had to constantly put in my mind, no, you cannot short yourself by 5 minutes, right? You have to do the 30 minutes because that is the goal. That is the goal. Concentrated movement for 30 minutes. So, lately I've been taking 20-minute class, then I'll take a 10-minute class, and then I'll do my 5-minute cool down class. Yesterday, I actually took, I just said, fuck it. I'm just going to bust out and do a 30-minute class, right? That's it. And that's all. There, y'all think doing a 20 minute doing a 20-minute bike ride versus a 30-minute bike ride, those extra 10 minutes hurt y'all. I'm telling you. So halfway through my bike ride, I was suffering this shit. And I went live on TikTok to have, just because I feel like, if somebody is watching me, that makes me even more accountable. And I know I have to finish. And so I went live and I did that. Finished my bike ride, right? I just hit the live button as I was riding on the Peloton. You can't fall off. You're clipped into the pedals, so you can move around and do a lot of different things while you're on your bike. So it's been a challenge for me to make sure that it is 30 minutes because I'm not going to cheat myself. I'm not going to just do 25 minutes. I said 30 minutes. And so it's been keeping me on my toes as well as the water, y'all. So yesterday, I actually finished 3 whole bottles. It doesn't happen every day. My goal is to drink 3 of these bottles, but it doesn't mean just because it's my goal that I accomplish that goal every day. Not most times I accomplish finishing 2 of these bottles, right? Which gives me about 68 ounces of water, right? But I would like to finish 3 because I want to get more than half of my body weight in because it compensates for all the other shit that I do, right? And then I treat myself to a little sippy of some juice at night, orange juice or some cranberry juice, something like that. I do. I do. Good morning, Jello. Good morning, Uhu. All right. And so I see you guys out there still pushing along on your hashtag Fit Friends. And I appreciate those that are tagging me in their water efforts. I got tagged on TikTok. I was like, oh shit. Someone tagged me on TikTok and said, hashtag Fit Friends. Well, 2 people tagged me on TikTok, right? Naomi's Light tagged me, and then someone else tagged me. But I'm trying to get to know all your names across the platforms because everybody got different. Some people got different names. I was gonna say everybody, but not everybody. Some people have different names. Okay, and so I'm trying to get used to the names. But I was very excited when I got tagged on TikTok twice. I was. I was, and I'm so excited that others are extending this challenge to their friends and other people that they know, right? Because that's what we talk about, loving up on us on our community, loving up on our brothers and sisters, right? Anything healthy, any healthy journey that we are taking, why not invite others on that journey? I love it. I absolutely love it. So yesterday after riding my bike, because I have a weave in my hair, no shame in my game. Y'all know this is not my hair. Y'all been watching my show for a really long time. The fuck. Okay. But I got hair, y'all. Y'all know I'm not bald headed. Right. But the one challenge when you have a weave, and I'm just saying, I don't tell nobody. This is our secret, y'all. When you have a weave and you work out and you sweat the way I sweat a lot in my hair. In my hair. Had to turn that down a little bit more. I sweat a lot in my hair. And so, baby, it had odors. I was like, no. And it's hard as fuck to wash your hair when you got to weave in because the braids and shit you got to try to get in between. So it was an affair last night in the shower to get through my hair, and my damn nails are too long. All right, so that was a whole nother struggle. I'm just saying. But I got through it, y'all. So I washed my hair, and that's why my hair is twisted up and wrapped up this morning because the shit is washed. Yes, for all those that didn't know you're supposed to wash your weave hair, yes, the fuck you are. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But good morning, y'all. Good morning. So, anything exciting that y'all want to share before we get into the topic? Y'all see the topic. The topic is truth without compassion. And I saw this topic. Before I get into that, no. Before I get into that, I want to say this. Before I get into that, I want to say this. Book club, hashtag reading with friends. It didn't start with you. My book is being delivered today, y'all. My book is being delivered today. All right. Did you guys order the book? The soft cover is $12 and some change, right? You know, with tax, about $13 and some change, or whatever the case may be. But the hardcover is $25.49 or something like that, right? So you can either, I bought the soft cover, right? Because, we're going to be doing some reading on here, and there's a couple of books I need to get. So I just got the soft cover book. It didn't start with you. How inherited family trauma shapes who we are and how to end the cycle. One of the things that we talk about on this show is, generational curses, toxic behaviors, things that we need to unlearn, and new things that we need to learn to be our healthier us, a more healthier people, right? And this book to me has a title that sounds like this is the book that we need to start with. It didn't start with you. How inherited family trauma shapes who we are and how to end the cycle. Don't you want to know how to end the damn cycle? I know I do. I know I certainly want to know how to end the damn cycle. All right. And so make sure you get your book. I ordered my book. Who else on here has already ordered their book? I know a couple of people said that they ordered their book already. Good morning, Zen. Good morning, Angel. All right. Angel is in with a hashtag Fit Friends update. Angel said, good morning. Just finished my 30 minutes and 33.9 ounces of water. Baby, she talking about this. She done drank one of these already. This is my first bottle this morning. Y'all see how much I drank, right? I got a long way to go. But I got to get this coffee in first, all right? I got to get the coffee in. But kudos to Angel. I left that meeting because I don't want to make no mistakes and I jump up off pause, right? I left that meeting. But kudos to Angel for getting in 33.9 ounces of water. I'm going to try to finish my bottle of water by 9:30. No, I can't say that because I'll just be wrapping up coffee with friends. I'm going to say I'm going to try to finish this by 10:30. I can't drink the shit fast, right? So by 10:30, hopefully I'll be finished that bottle of water. But kudos to you, Angel. Keep going and keep inspiring us, right? It's an inspiration when we see other people committed to their journey, whatever that journey is. I love it. I love the level of commitment, right? Hey, one reliable sin. Um, hey, I am Jacinta. Johnny Leon Hill. So Johnny, I did not know you were going live yesterday, right? And so when I checked IG and I saw you were live, I hopped on, but you had already ended your live, and I watched your rewatch, right? And it's amazing. You got on there and I realized you didn't have a co-host. You were just talking about how acting is inspirational. And I thought it was beautiful. It's nice to see that you're healing, right? That's a beautiful thing. So I was glad to see that. But Johnny said, Roy, last night's show was inspired by yesterday's Coffee with Friends topic. Was it? Really? So I wanted to let you know that I appreciate you and your show. Oh my God. Because your live talked about, how acting inspires you. And it was such a good live. And you were just talking on there, yourself. And I was like, I'm glad to see you up and you healing and, you spreading some love. I appreciate that, Johnny. See, shit like that. Shit like that is the shit that I love to hear, right? Because, I don't jump on Coffee with Friends because I'm bored. Now, in the beginning, it was that. When COVID first started, I'm not gonna lie. I said I'm fucking tired of being in this house by my fucking self, right? And I want to sip coffee with friends, and I jumped on and I just said, "Hey, y'all, hey," and it turned into this, right? But I appreciate y'all. I do. Thank you, Johnny, for letting me know that. All right. I am Jacinta said I woke up late, but I wrote down my goals for this week. Great thing. I saw Theodora Carter, who is our resident Coffee with Friends member and a life coach. She posted a video last week, or was it early this week? These weeks are going by fast. But she posted a video um, that said, write down your goals, right? Write down your goals for the week, right? And take note of how you're moving to accomplish these goals, right? And look what you did, I am Jacinta. You said you got up and you wrote your goals down. I am ready to complete them for today. I love it. Show up, and your body and your mind will show up for you. That's it, and that's all. Zen said it was how you can deal with your feelings and release through your character. Yes. Yes. I love it. So Zen, you were on his show yesterday because I watched the remake. I watched it after he reposted it. And I was like, damn, this shit is so deep. And I love it. How to deal with your feelings and release through your character. Because we talked about burying your feelings, right? How do you deal with stuff when you bury your feelings? And you know what? It's funny because I know for sure a lot of people are going through things. My son posted something in his story, and it was amazing because it was the same day we talked about burying their feelings, and we talked about on here how men especially bury their feelings. And he posted something that made me think that this is what was going on with him, and I reached out to him, and it was exactly what was going on with him. You know, and he said some things to me, and I said, "Wow." I said, I understand. I get it. I said, Roundtree, I call my son Roundtree. That's his last name. I said, Roundtree, I get it. I absolutely get it. I said, we just talked about burying our feelings, and how can we unlearn that shit, right? And I dropped some deuces down on him yesterday, gave him some advice and some opinions, right? And he said to me, he said, Ma, thank you. Thank you for the advice. I appreciate it, right? This is how we love up on our brothers and our sisters and our kids and our significant others and our whatever the fuck, right? People are going through some things, and a lot of us bury our feelings. And that's what leads me into today's topic, because the day we talked about the burying your feelings. I was on TikTok that morning, and I saw someone post a video, and the caption of her video was the topic of today, and it resonated with me, and it was so deep. It said, "Truth without compassion is abuse." And I want that to resonate with y'all for a minute. Truth without compassion is abuse, right? Think about that for a minute. Think about that for a minute. I want to know what you think about that statement. Now, let me go up and see what Johnny was talking about. I mean, what you guys had to say about Johnny's show. It was deep last night. I'm sorry I missed the damn live because I would have interacted. Zen said, one thing that Johnny said that I loved was, you may have gotten closure within the relationship, but you may not have gotten closure within yourself. Yes, that part. That part. That part. Damn it, that shit right there is deep, Johnny. You might have gotten closure. You might have gotten closure from a situation, but did you get closure within yourself? Mm-mm. That shit is deep. I felt that shit, Johnny, because I'm gonna tell you no lie. I, that shit is deep. You know why? Because I have had closure, but not closure within myself. Right? And I would still be tormented with the situation after we said there was closure, or closure was represented in some way, but I'm still torn about a situation. Woo! What about, see, that just, oh my God, that takes me in so many different directions, Johnny. It's almost like, I gotta write this down. I gotta write this down. This is, that statement has my mind. I gotta write that down. That statement is so deep for me. I gotta write that down. I had to write that down. That shit is deep. It takes me so many different directions, right? Because to me, it can have a flip side, right? You ever met a person or dealt with a person who y'all had a conversation, y'all thought y'all had closure, you thought you moved past the situation, and everything is all good and dandy. But then when another situation comes up, they go back to the last situation and they bring that situation up and they throw it in your face and you be like, I thought we already discussed the last situation. I thought we already had closure on that situation. Yes. The situation, we might have walked away and said we have closure on it and we're on the same page. But somebody, when you're still holding on to that shit and you still throwing old shit up in motherfuckers' faces that y'all talked about already, that's also the flip side of not having closure within yourself, right? It can have a flip side. That shit is deep to me. Good morning, Naomi. Good morning, So Blessed. Um, I love that y'all support Johnny Leon Hill's show. And I hate the fact that I missed it. I was working last night and I finished work around 7 and I jumped in the shower and I got into my routine with dinner and shit. And I just completely forgot. And then I jumped on IG at 9:24 and I saw that Johnny's live was over already, but he posted it. And so I listened to it. Naomi said, I have so much to unpack with the topic because when your heart is broken, it's hard to show compassion for anyone, even yourself. Yes, Naomi. What the hell? Naomi went right into the topic. Truth without compassion is abuse. Let me read what Naomi said again. Naomi said, I have so much to unpack with this topic because when your heart is broken, it's hard to show compassion for anyone, even yourself. Even yourself. Truth without compassion is abuse. What does this statement mean to you? I'm going to drop the guest link down there. And you tell me what this statement means to you. I thought about this for 2 days, right? Because I posted this in my story about 2 days ago, and then I reposted it in my story today, right? Because I needed to think about what this statement meant to me. And I want to know what this statement means to you. Yeah, I am gonna make that Zen that topic about that closure shit. That's deep for me. That's deep for me. Thank you, Johnny, for that gem. I appreciate you, okay? But what does this statement mean to you? Truth without compassion is abuse. Who has experienced someone giving you their truth and it hurting you? Who has experienced that? Who has experienced getting the truth from someone and it hurt your feelings? The way they delivered it hurt your feelings and and it took you some time to overcome it, or you're still dealing with it. Has anyone told you something that might have been the truth, but it hurt your feelings? What does this statement mean to you right now? Truth without compassion is abuse. The first thing I thought about when I saw this caption on this lady's TikTok was motherfuckers that say I'm straight and direct and I say what I want. It's the truth. You could deal with it or not. Now, I get people being straight and direct, right? But on this show, every day we talk about people are going through a lot of things, right? And some people are fragile, right? And there's population of people that walk around and they go, I don't care. I told them the truth, right? And I said what I said. That's another thing. I said what I said, and it's the truth. But sometimes the truth needs to be delivered gently because you don't know what thing could break a person. You don't know what thing could break a person, right? And sometimes there are people like in my last relationship, right? He always would throw things in the air that were very painful and very hurtful, right? Emotional abuse, right? And his defense was, well, it's true, regardless to whether it's true or not. Okay, the way you deliver something to someone, okay, in that moment, depending on what that truth is and what that truth means to the other person, could hurt them, could break them, right? I have lived through an emotionally abusive situation, right? And a lot of people don't admit when they live through emotional abusive situation because some people don't identify it as emotional abuse, right? But there is an emotional abuse present when you start to move differently, when you start bottling up things and how you feel, or you don't express yourself to the people in your life because of the way that they attack you about your truth, right? Truth without compassion is abuse. There's ways we can deliver the truth without hurting each other. I'm just saying. Who said, oh, Naomi, hey, Janelle, one stop. Hey, Interior Rue, good morning. Naomi's Light said, you got me in tears right now because this is my situation right now and it's hard to face it. So, Naomi, do you want to give us a little bit about what that situation is? I mean, not to the point where you are disclosing, real deep personal business, but, share a little bit because I really need to unpack what this statement means to people, right? And once we understand what this is, maybe we can communicate with each other a lot better, right? Who said her book is coming tomorrow? Yes. Before I started the topic, I asked everybody to make sure they get their book ordered, right? Because October 24th, I'm going to be listen, my book comes today. So tomorrow, Freestyle Friday, I'm going to be holding up my book, right? And I'm going to start reading my book this weekend, right? Around November 11th or so, we're going to have a book discussion. November 11th is a Friday. I might pick the Friday to have the book discussion. I'm not sure yet. All right. So around November 11th, or November 12th, we'll have a book discussion on, what we got out of that book. So make sure y'all get your books. All right. Thank you for letting us know that you got your book. Angel say, yes, I always say honesty without kindness is brutality, and kindness without honesty is manipulation. Yes. Let me put that up on the screen for a minute. Honesty without kindness is brutality. And kindness without honesty is manipulation. Let us find this shit out today, y'all, and let us change. Right? Because once we talk about these topics, you can't walk away and still be ignorant about a specific situation. We are unpacking some shit today, right? So if you are that person that speaks your honest truth to other people without compassion and without kindness, you're mean. You're mean and abusive. Why are people like that? Does anybody know? I mean, Naomi, besides you, because you admitted that that's how you are right now because you are hurting, you are going through some things. But maybe that is the key to this. Because my question is, why are people like this? And some people are proud of it. Well, I said what I said. And it's the truth. So deal with it. But you don't know what it takes for the next person to deal with that. Honesty without kindness is brutality. Okay? It is good, Zen. Johnny said, will the book discussion be in this forum or like a Zoom call? It's going to be in this forum, but at night, only on YouTube, right? Oh, IG folks, listen. IG folks that are participating in the book club, make sure you follow me on YouTube, okay? Because I'm going to do the YouTube discussion just like this, right? And you guys are going to be able to jump on the camera, and I don't want to have to jump back and forth between IG on my phone and YouTube, right? So the book discussion will be on my podcast platform like this, but it will be in the evening. All right, Johnny, it's not going to be in the day. It's going to be in the evening. All right. Good morning, Hillbilly. Hillbilly said truth is reality, so it will always hurt. What do you think about Hillbilly's response? Truth is reality, so it will always hurt. What do y'all think about that? Anybody want to answer that? Truth is reality, so it will always hurt. What do y'all think about that? Janelle said, good morning. Me too. Feeling your words this morning. Janelle, listen, I'm happy for that. All right. I am happy for that. I felt this shit too. Hey, Chef You. Naomi's Light said that's the issue, manipulation. It's like they say what they say and expect you to just take it and go back to the way it was, i.e. cheating spouses. Baby, you know, Naomi, whatever situation you're going through, I send love and peace and prayers, right? Okay. But I listen, I, I don't, I try to not to tell people what to do with their relationships, right? But when, I have been in relationships where, you know, people say, my ex, that the truth is the truth, and he would deliver it so fucking harsh that it tapped into some of my childhood trauma. And I would be like, well, damn, okay, even though that's true, did you have to tell it or say it like that? When I say harsh, like, I remember, I'm going to tell you something. And I remember telling my ex, during a vent session, that I was frustrated. It was a family situation. And I was frustrated because I paid for a family trip, right? And I forget what happened. I paid for a family trip and something happened and somebody pissed me off and I was frustrated with it. And I said and I was venting to my ex. And this motherfucker in my vent session, venting to him about how upset I was, right? And how, something hurt me. He turned around and said, well, this is your fault because you're stupid anyway, because you keep paying for these family trips and it's just stupid. So you deserve it. I was like, what? What? Wait? Huh? I mean, I felt like Chucky at that moment, but it was like, I felt that in every fiber of my body when he said that to me, because I was venting about something that hurt me. And he turned around and said, basically, that's what you get because you stupid for doing it anyway. That was his truth. He felt like I was stupid for doing it, right? That was his truth. And that's how he delivered it to me. And that shit hurt me. It hurt me. I cussed. I was pissed. And I didn't speak to him for days. I was angry. I was more angry at that than I was at the shit that I was venting over. Right? And his defense is, well, it's true. What the fuck? And I was like, wow. Wow. And you know what that did? That eliminated the trust that I had for him in that relationship. Right? I didn't trust him as my safe space. I couldn't tell him anything that was bothering me in my core, in the core of my being, because I was afraid that he would throw his truth or what he thought the truth was in my face in a harsh way and make me feel even worse about the situation. But then I decided that I couldn't live like that anymore. Some people walk around and they think because shit is true that they can say shit any old way they want to say shit to you without realizing how fragile you are. And that was just one example of the truth that was given to me in that way throughout our relationship until I got to a point where I said, I can't even talk to this man anymore. I'm afraid that his reaction is going to hurt me even more. That's my truth. And I can't stay in relationships like that. Right? And he wasn't a cheater, but I couldn't trust him with my emotions. Because even though whatever I was going through, even though the truth is the truth, how you delivered it was tearing me apart. So, my statement, Hillbilly, is the truth is reality, so it will always hurt. The truth doesn't always have to hurt, right? We already know that some things are painful enough, right? But to deliver it in an abusive way, right? In a hurtful way, in a combative way, adds additional pain on top of the hurt that they're already feeling from the situation. Pat said, hurt people hurt people. Why? Who knows? Do these people even recognize that they're hurting, Pat? You know, do they? Do they recognize they're hurting? Mm. Zen said, and this is a question. Zen said, but whose reality? I be asking that question, Zen. Cause everybody think they telling their truth. It's their truth. It might not be my truth. But whose reality, Zen said? Because one person's reality could be different to the other person. You don't know what people are going through. That part. That part. You don't know what people are going through. You know, for me, we are in October, right? And I know a week or so ago, I was emotional when I got on Coffee with Friends. But just so that you guys know, October is a hard month for me. Okay, you know, what year are we in? 2022. Damn, time is flying. October 2018 is when I had my hysterectomy. Okay. And that's when they messed up my kidney and shit like that. And I went through multiple surgeries, could have lost my life. Very hard month for me this month, right? And so, you know, I remember, you know, going through something when I was with my ex during this time, and he was very insensitive to what I was going through, right? And he was pouring his reality on me in a harsh way, and I couldn't deal with it. because I was dealing with this, right? And this is how I am today into 2022. We're in October, right? And you know, some things going on in my personal life or whatever the case may be, I can't deal with none of it. I refuse to deal with anything from anybody else right now. I'm focusing on myself because this month is a hard month for me, right? And sometimes people live within their own realities and they want to deliver their truth to you and they want to deliver it harshly without realizing what you're going through as an individual. And I'm going through some things mentally because this month is hard for me. Okay. That surgery was very painful. It was traumatic and it's my trauma. Okay. And so sometimes, you know, guys, I'm telling you, you know, I'm giving this advice because I know it felt horrible for me to have to deal with someone delivering their truth to me in a harsh way and then being proud of it, walking around being proud. Janelle said, heavy on the honesty without kindness is brutality. People feel like even though it's the truth, they don't have to be kind when delivering it because it's life. Exactly. Exactly. Life is fucking hard by itself. Exactly. And some people, Janelle, you are absolutely right. Some motherfuckers will deliver the truth in a brutal force manner, right? Because they feel that it's the truth. But you don't know what that truth and how you delivering it to that person could be the cherry on the mountain that tears that person down. Do you want to be responsible for that person's breakdown at that moment? People, we need to be kinder to each other. Just because something is the truth don't mean that we have to deliver it in a harsh way. This is personal for me. This is personal for me. Okay? Hillbilly said, a cheetah forces you to live a lie. A wake up call is the act of learning the truth and returning to reality. Bam, bam, and that part. That part. Thank you, Hillbilly. A cheetah forces you to live a lie. A cheetah forces you to live a lie. A wake up call is the act of learning. That's what the fuck we talk about on this show. The act of learning. What are you learning in that situation? Mm. Good morning, mother. Good morning, mother. Okay. Hillbilly said it's easier to fool people than it is to convince someone they have been fooled. Dropping dimes. Interior Root said it's just a lot of cruel people in the world. They pride themselves on being honest, but could care less about being compassionate. Oh, that part, y'all. Where did the compassion go? We are so hurt and so angry and so toxic that we can't find the compassion. Where did the fucking compassion go? Janelle said, yeah, the truth will always hurt. But if you have the opportunity to deliver it kindly to people, it's not controlling and manipulating. That part. It's loving. Loving up on your brothers and sisters includes being able to deliver the truth with compassion. You don't have to be mean. You don't have to be aggressive. You don't have to be hurtful. You don't have to be a manipulator. You could just deliver the truth with compassion. What's wrong with that? Uhu said the truth may always hurt, but a lie is deadly, period. True. Ghost said, when I tell people the truth, I say it harshly as well. And I say it like that so you can feel the impact of what I'm saying. I can't coddle your feelings all the time. Ghost, I understand that, right? But that's almost, to me, this just my opinion. It's almost selfish, right? Because why do you feel you need to deliver it harshly? Do you think that the person that's hearing it is not going to understand it if you delivered it with compassion? And listen to what you're saying. You're not responsible for coddling the next person's feelings. We're all responsible for loving up on each other, right? And you don't know, you might have been that person that added to that person's toxic experiences, right? You don't know, you might have been that cherry on the mountain that broke that person, right? We have to be kinder people. Right? There's a lot of people that walk around and say, I'm not responsible for other people's feelings. I don't give a damn how they feel. But then at the same time, we jump on here and we say, love up on your brothers and your sisters. We got to make it make sense. We got to make it make sense. Janelle said, Ghost, it's not about coddling feelings. You have to understand the difference between delivering the truth and purposely being hurtful. Because, like you said, Robin, you don't know what people are going through at all. And you know, I experienced that. Like, this month is a hard month for me. So if anybody comes for me this month, I have got to ghost you. I got to, for my own sanity. And those that are close to me know what this month means to me. They know what I'm going through in this month. Reliving the experience that I had, damn it, 4 years ago. It's trauma. And so when you are harsh to me, and you, especially when you know what I'm going through, and you are harsh to me, even though you might be telling me your truth, I might have to ghost you. Because you don't know what I'm going through. And especially if you are a person that knows what I'm going through, or you know, or I feel should know what I'm going through, I'm definitely going to ghost you to focus on myself. Right? My feelings matter. I don't care if it's your truth or the truth, or if you think it's the truth and I need to hear it. Give it to me with compassion. I, I don't want it any other way. Because if you come at me harshly at this point in time, I'm either going to snap or I'm going to ghost you because you don't know what I'm going through. Delivering the truth without compassion can ruin relationships. Oh, wait. Theo, yes. And Theo, you don't know what that post meant to me. Theo said, yes, me responsible. She posted a post the other day, yesterday, I think, and it said, me responsible. Take care of your emotional, mental well-being. Be responsible for your own emotions. However you need to do that. However you need to do that. See, I didn't learn that for years and most of my life. Even though I was hurting and dealing with my own shit, I still stepped outside the box to deal with other people's shit. But today, the RAW you see before you today, no. Now I step back and I say no. Because I have already experienced trying to work through my own shit and still be there for other people. Right? And not being able to be there for myself. So now I'm here, RAW, for RAW. And if you can't deliver the truth to me with compassion, then I don't want I don't want to hear it because I got too much shit going on. Okay, I can take the truth, but you're not gonna be abusive about it. You're not. Amazon said, I find it better to hear the truth always than to live in a lie and then be slapped with the cold, hard truth like an unwanted slap in the face. We're not saying we don't want to hear the truth at all. That's not what we're saying. Hey, Carla Bubbly, we're not saying that. Go say, if you ask me a question, depending on the subject, I'm going to tell you in a stern and direct way. I'm not going to word it in a way to protect your feelings. Sometimes people need to hear the harsh. All right, Ghost. We can't change who you are. That is who you are. Right? But you know, and that's fine, right? But you know, on the flip side of that, you know, There's plenty of people in the world that often ask themselves, why can't I maintain friendships? Why can't I maintain relationships? What's going on with me? Why do people always ghost me? Sometimes you got to wonder why you can't hold a relationship, why nobody want to be your friend, right? Because don't know, people got shit going on. They don't want you coming at them or combative with the truth or what you think your truth is. Okay? And being stern and direct doesn't always mean harsh. I'm just saying. Angel said, I hate this month. In 2012, I gave birth at 6 months to my stillborn son, the day before Braden's second birth, October 26th. I left the hospital and went to one son's party while grieving another son. Angel. Wow. I'm sorry. And see, this is what I'm talking about. Now, Angel has her moments in the month of October. Imagine delivering the truth to her in a harsh way this month. You might get a Chucky. You might. And then people would be like, well, why did she flip the fuck out and do a Chucky on this motherfucker? Because you don't know what people are going through. BG said people are just selfish, baby. Right. There's a lot of people that are selfish, and there's a lot of people that walk around going, I don't care. I said what I said. That's my truth. I don't care how they feel, blah, blah, blah. You're not the person loving up on your brothers and sisters. We get on here and we talk every day about people going through childhood trauma, people dealing with shit every day, people, dealing, using coping mechanisms to get through their days. And then yet in the same breath, we'd be like, well, I tell them their truth as harsh as I want to, and I don't give a damn. How do the two fit together? How does it fit together? We care about people, but then we harshly delivering the truth to them, not caring about how they feel. How do they go together? How do they go together? It doesn't seem like the puzzle that fits. Amazon said, I agree that you don't have to be mean with the truth. But another truth is that some people, no matter how you deliver it, they don't want to hear it. It's going to be harsh either way. That's not your problem though. Your responsibility is being kind and delivering the truth with compassion, right? And not instilling additional trauma onto the next person, right? That's your responsibility, right? If they are hurt from the truth, but you delivered it with compassion, okay, you can't control that. Okay, but people can't walk around and go, well, whether you deliver it with compassion or not, the truth is still gonna hurt, so fuck it. No, I'm telling you. From a human being, I have been told the truth with compassion. I have been told the truth without compassion. And being told the truth without compassion makes me turn into a Chucky. It makes me violent. It makes me tap into things that I don't want to tap into. It makes me go places I don't want to go. Okay? And it makes me feel unsafe with the person that I shared with. I have told many people the truth with compassion and had great conversations. Pat said, we need to deliver the gentle truth and provide a loving sounding board. That part. Why do we feel we need to be harsh to deliver something to somebody? We're not animals, right? If we know how to communicate, and what is the problem? Why do we need to be harsh to deliver the truth? Johnny Leon Hill said, there are so many people who have been hurt that they devoid themselves, their emotions, and build a callus around their heart. And the only way they can express themselves is through the lens of pain. That's deep. BG said, does this go both ways? This goes every way, left, right, up, down, sideways, everywhere. Telling the truth without compassion. But what do you mean, does it go both ways? Because I didn't realize we picked one side. What do you mean, BG? Break that down for us. Okay. Hillbilly said, truth hurts so you can move forward. Compassion is one path forward. Conviction is another, but they are separate things. But conviction is not for you. You're delivering the truth to somebody else, right? Why do you have to be harsh about it? Why? For those that feel like they need to be stern and harsh, why do you feel like you need to be stern and harsh? It reminds me like when you were growing up as a kid and your mother, if you had one of those harsh parents that spoke to you like, get the fuck in the bathroom and brush your teeth, go to fucking lay down, do this and stop talking in the middle of the movie. Somebody always just being so harsh and stern. Why do y'all have to be like that? Why can't you just go to bed? It's time for bed. Go brush your teeth. Like, what the fuck? I've seen parents chop their get the fucking bed. Get the fuck this. Why? Why can't we just be nice? Like, for those that think they need to be harsh when they're having conversations, why do y'all feel y'all need to do that? I just need to understand, right? I do. Eshan said, everyone will love a lie, but the truth aims them mad. No one on here, let me repeat this for those that are not hearing me. No one on here says not to tell the truth. Please, y'all. Nobody said don't tell the truth. That's not what we're saying. We're saying, yes, tell people the truth. Y'all get that now? Tell the people the truth, but deliver it with compassion. That's what we're saying. We're not saying not to tell the truth. We're not saying that. Nobody on here saying go lie. We're saying, why must you deliver the truth harshly? Delivering the truth without compassion is abusive. It's brutal. It hurts the other person. The truth, like many of you said, hurts all by itself. So why do y'all have to add the extra pain to it? The truth might hurt by itself. So why not deliver it with compassion? Why do you have to add the extra stink on the hurt by delivering it with brutal force? That's the question, right? Tell me the truth, but don't come the fuck to me and be harsh about it. Okay? I'm a human being. I understand communication. We could just talk, right? And many of people go, well, I didn't yell at you. I didn't this. Yelling has nothing to do with being harsh. It's a part of it. Your words, the words you use, how you use them. Right? Like when my ex told me I was stupid in the middle of a something I was venting with him. That was his truth. He felt that I was stupid. That was his truth. But did he have to call me stupid? Did he? That's what I'm talking about. Truth without compassion. He could have said the same shit without calling me stupid. He could have said, well, maybe you shouldn't pay next time. Or maybe, I understand how you feel, but, you learn less. And he could have said, that's what happens when you, so and so and so. But you didn't have to say you stupid. The fuck is that? We could do better. And anybody on here defending, being compassionate, I got to side eye y'all. Because you can't be on here talking about unpacking trauma and being better people and unlearning bad behavior and relearning to be a better you and still on here talking about, well, I'm going to deliver and continue to hurt people anyway. You can't do that. We got to do better. Johnny says, so they can't be gentle because they have digested what they've been through. And so you get what you get from them because they didn't have the tool to be gentle. So how do you deal with those type of people, Leon Hill? If you come across that type of person in your circle that can't be compassionate when delivering the truth because, they don't have the tool to be gentle, how do you deal with those type of people when it breaks you as a person? right? Because we as individuals, we are not all the same. We can't all handle the same things, right? And in one sense, people that walk around and go, well, I'm going to deliver it how I feel like delivering it, and that's it, and that's all. You're not taking into consideration that everybody is different, right? Amazon said, I find that more considerate of other people's feelings than they are of mine. And a lot of people, because they feel that I'm a strong person, it's like they handle me however they feel like handling me. Me too, Juanita, but I'm changing the narrative to that. I got to change the narrative to that because I am the strong friend. I am the strong person. And a lot of people do same way. They handle me how they feel like they want to handle me because they feel like, but I'm fragile inside. I've been through too much shit. And especially this month, I will, I can't deal. I can't because I'm dealing with my own emotions right now for the next month. And it rolls into November, right? I had a bad time in 2018 at this time of year. Okay. Amazon said, then when I come back and kick ass, they got a problem with my attitude. Right, because now you got an attitude because how you responded in their defense is, well, all I did was tell you the truth. Well, no, you fucking delivered it brutally and harshly. That's what the fuck you did. Ghost said, Eshawn, stop it. You don't hate it on this earth. Ghost said, if you don't want the ugly truth about something, then don't ask me. Find someone else. Okay. Zen said, oh, Amazon said, I can take the truth, but a lot of people who want to give me the truth can't take it when you dish it out. Zen said, unfortunately, I hate to admit it, but I used to be that person. Yes, Zen, you were. You were definitely that person. You came out and delivered shit harshly. You did. You just say whatever the fuck. Now I'm just being honest. Okay. I used to be that person that would read you to your face without thinking about how it was going to impact you. Yes. And you know what I love about the statement that you just made in this paragraph? You said, I used to. I used to be that person. Key phrase. I used to be that person. How did you overcome that? How did you move away from being that person? Because then you said, I used to be that person, which tells me that you're not that person anymore. He said, I grew. I learned as I got older and truly saw the devastating aftermath that followed. It changed me permanently. You don't know what other people are going through. You don't know. Listen to what Zen said. He learned as he got older, and he truly saw the devastating aftermath of how he delivered his truth, and it changed him permanently. But now, how long is it going to take the other person to unpack that brutal force delivery that you put on them that might have added to their trauma? Amazon said, I stopped telling people shit. I let them live how they feel as long as it doesn't affect me. Yeah. Hey, VDI. Jello said, loving on people is Christianity. We must do right by people if we want them to do right by us. Treat people how you want to be treated. Amazon said, might sound selfish, but how it has to be for my sanity. That's not selfish. That's my responsible is what Theodora Carter posted. Me responsible. Be responsible for yourself. Pat said, before we do anything, stop and ask, how do I want to be treated or my mother be treated? Then act. That's how we overcome. Yes, Pat. Yes. Eshan said, you want people to be kind to people, but will lie to them. Well, we're not talking about lying. So I don't know why we're focusing on lies. We're talking about telling the truth in a compassionate way. We're not talking about lying to anyone. Go says sometimes tough love is needed. Interior Root said this world is so far removed from kindness these days. We have to do better, y'all. We do. We do. People think mean is cute. People think being harsh is good. right? And then we jump on and we talk about, no, I love my brothers and sisters. I love y'all. But at the same time, you love us, and we're telling you that a lot of people are dealing with childhood trauma, and a lot of people are on the end of their breaking points. And yes, some of y'all are still like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say, how I want to say it. And some of us are proud of that. And that's okay, because we're not all the same. Right. And we get to pick and choose who we want in our lives. And right now, I know for sure my life right now is too fragile. Now, I love a truthful person. I'm a truthful person. I'm going to tell you the truth. Anybody that knows me knows I'm going to tell you the truth. Right. But I try to be compassionate about it. And sometimes when I say stuff that hurts people's feelings, lately, any one of my friends or anybody in my circle, I'll be like, oh, you know what? My bad. I shouldn't have did that, or I shouldn't have said that. I try to correct myself because I'm unlearning a lot of shit that I learned that wasn't nice. Eshawn, I'm not even reading your comments because we're not talking about lies on here. Ghost said, example, your friend is dating a not so nice person. You tell them nicely in the beginning. They stay and go through shit. You told them they would. They come to you about the relationship later. Then you would just say, listen, this is how you deliver that with compassion. You don't have to be harsh because they're already dealing with something in their relationship, right? And that's a perfect example, Ghost, because I was with my ex for some years and it took me, I was dealing with some shit with him for a year and a half. And a lot of people, and I was venting about the same thing over and over again. And a lot of people might have felt like how you felt, right? But sometimes me as a person, when I'm venting to you and it sounds like I'm venting to you over and over again, I'm working through this whole situation within myself. Eventually, I'm gonna leave the person. Right. But my friends are going to hear my vent for about a year and a half or whatever, how long it takes me before I walk out the door. Right. Because sometimes when people are venting to you about a situation over and over again, it's just them looking for a safe space to dump this shit, right? To work through what they're going through. Now, me, I ended the situation. I came up out of that situation. Now, Ghost, I do know motherfuckers that stay in situations for years and still complain about the situation. And 15 years later, you be like this, what? You know how I handle that, Ghost? I don't discuss it with them anymore. Right? There's no reason for me to be harsh. There's no reason for me to be brutal. Maybe this person is afraid to be alone. Maybe this person has anxieties. Maybe this person suffers depression. Maybe they just can't deal with being by themselves. I don't know what their truth is and what they're dealing with. So when it starts to frustrate me, I go, you know what? I'm going to pray for you, but this is something I can't help you with anymore. Let's talk about something else, right? That's how I would do it, right? At this point in my life, I'm not trying to be brutal and harsh to anyone. I'm not. And so I would rather not entertain the conversation anymore, right? Than to be brutal and hurt somebody. They're already going through something. Why are we adding to that? That's just my opinion. Right. Zen said, Zen said, who hurt Ghost? That is what I need to know. Okay. Ghost says, saying they are going through this and that. Now I have to be brutal to you. Can't coddle your feelings anymore. I'm telling you. All right. Interior said, at Ghost, okay, I'm glad you have an example because I was about to say you are one of the nicest people I know, but your example makes perfect sense. Janelle said, it's not about lying. It's about telling the truth without purposely hurting the other person because you want to be harsh. Right. So people, please stop coming on here talking about delivering lies. We're not talking about delivering lies. That's not what we're talking about. We're only talking about delivering the truth with compassion. Ain't nobody on here talking about lying to each other. See what I mean? So some people walk around really believing this and it's playing out on this show right now. They believe either you going to get this shit harsh or I'm a lie. Where the fuck is the in between? Either I'm going to talk to you like shit and give you the truth or I'm going to lie to you. That's not what we're saying. We're saying tell the fucking truth, but with compassion. The fuck? Cheryl Lee said, Theo, we have to take care of our own emotions. You are the only one you have control over. It's a daily journey for me, learning to control my emotions to eliminate being controlled by others. Exactly. Being controlled by others and my emotions. Mm. Oh, Ghost said life did. Life, and this is life fucked a lot of us up, Ghost. And I feel you on that. Right? And this is what we're trying to recover from. But because life has fucked us, are we gonna continue to be fucked up over it? Okay, let's put this on the screen and then I gotta move towards closure to the show because I gotta get to work. Zen said, okay, here it is. People that deliver truth without compassion or empathy have a low emotional IQ. Mm. My fucking coffee. Yeah. IQ, emotional intelligence is key here. Emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence. People that deliver the truth without compassion or empathy have a low emotional IQ. And you know what? I'm going to be honest with myself right now and with you guys on Coffee with Friends right now. At this point in my life, right? I can't I have to put to the side the low emotional IQ people. I do, for my own sanity. Okay? Cuz I'm an empath. And when an empath deals with someone that is low emotional IQ, it affects me. It does, right? And especially at this time of year. So thank you, Zen, for bringing that definition to the table. I appreciate that shit. All right. Eshawn said it's not hurting, it's telling what's in your face. You can't tell what hurts somebody else. That's the other problem we have. So many people walking around here going, oh man, that shouldn't have hurt you. Who the fuck are you to tell somebody else what hurt them? Stop it, y'all. Stop it. But people, you are also responsible to eliminate people from your life that are being harsh and don't have any emotional IQ or low emotional IQ. And if it's affecting you, you have every right to remove those people from your life, irregardless to how they feel. Right? You can't force people to be different. You cannot. But if they are tapping into your emotional instability, then you have to make a choice. Pat said most people don't want your truthful comments or your answers. They just want to vent. They don't want your answers or input. Um, Zen said, okay, Ghost, you calling that a lie? The definition of people that deliver truth without compassion. Zen said, at Ghost, I get it, but can't we stop it? Passing it down? Why perpetrate it? If you knew life hurt you, why do you want that to continue? That question. Because life hurts you, you want to go around and deliver the truth to everybody else in a hurtful way. Yes, Janelle, hurt people. That's the thing. And so you got to sometimes look around in your circle and recognize when you're dealing with people that are hurting, right? And it's not to say that you should eliminate people from your circle because they're hurting, right? Because there are people that are hurting and that are dealing with their hurt. Me, I have been hurt by many things across my life, right? And I deal with it, but I still am compassionate as I can be, right? To other people, right? But there are some people that are so hurt, right? And from their experiences that they have these defense mechanisms up and they think just being harsh is going to get them through, right? But again, we have a choice. When we find that we have these people in our lives and they are affecting our well-being mentally, we have to make a choice to decide, are we going to keep these people in our lives or are we going to create some distance to save ourselves? Because we can't change somebody else. Zen said, wow, y'all unpacking some shit today. I know, baby. This is crazy, okay? All right. Zen said emotional intelligence, otherwise known as emotional quotient or EQ, is the ability to understand, use, and manage your own emotions in a positive way. Do y'all see that? I'm putting that shit on the screen. Zen said to relieve stress, communicate effectively, empathize with others, and overcome challenges and diffuse conflict. Oh OMG. And I got to end the fucking show. But this is what I'm talking about. Emotional intelligence, y'all, look this shit up. Is the ability to understand, use, and manage your own emotions in positive ways. That's emotional intelligence. So when you get on here and you say, I'm stern and I'm this and I'm that, are you emotionally intelligent? Based on this definition, no, because you're not using your emotions in positive ways. You're being negative. And you instead of diffusing conflict, you're adding conflict. You're creating conflict. Toxic. We are here to learn some shit. Right? We are here to learn some shit and do better. Ghost said, depending on the situation and how many times I've had to repeat something will determine how harsh I say to you. That's understanding. I get that part, Ghost. But I understand. Exactly, Pat, that part. Your truth might not be my truth. Love it. Okay, let me read the last bit of comments and then I'm going to wrap up the show because I got to get to work. Eshan said, for you, but some want the truth raw and real. That's them. But I'm saying, you could still give the truth raw and real with compassion. Y'all need to figure out what compassion means, right? Because raw and real doesn't mean brutal. I could say something to you and sit here and have a conversation with you and be compassionate and give it to you raw and real, but still be compassionate. I don't have to be brutal. I don't have to be fucking mean. I don't have to call you stupid. I don't have to say you're dumb. I don't have to make it mean. I don't. Go said the same way when you're nice to your boss and they keep coming at you sideways, but as soon as you go off and tell them the harsh truth about themselves and how you feel, they respect you after that. I have never gone off on a boss. I have told him my truth very compassionately, right? Very professionally, right? But these are two different things. You're talking professional behavior over personal behavior, right? And even in a professional setting, you don't call your boss stupid. You certainly don't fucking do that. Okay? Janelle said, exactly. What's the purpose? Does it make you feel good to be harsh, or is it that you like the feeling of being able to control how another person feels and their truth? Janelle, I don't know. That's a great fucking question. Does it make people feel good to be harsh and fucking mean? Like, I don't even know what that fucking feels like. I mean, I could be a bitch, but I don't live in a harsh and mean space. I don't put hurt on people, verbally for no, just because I feel like I need to deliver something harshly. No, I could deliver something just as stern, but be compassionate. Jello said people who speak harsh were spoken harsh too. That part. That's why I say we got to unlearn a lot of shit that we learned. They may not know how to change. When someone speaks to them lovingly, they can't understand how to process that part. Zen said, and if someone doesn't listen to you, doesn't mean that you are right. They may take it into consideration, but do what feel is best. Do what feel is best for them. And if it happens to work out that you were right, you don't have to rub it in their face either. That part. Ghost said at Jello, I disagree because I wasn't talked to like that growing up. My mother is one of the sweetest people ever. I became this way by going through life and realized being nice only gets to you so far. We're not talking just your mother. Growing up is growing up. I'm still growing up. People, the way others talk to you, what experiences at work, experience everywhere, not just your mother and your father. Okay? We're talking about professional versus personal. I mean, being aggressive at work is one thing. Being aggressive in your relationship with your friends. I got to close the show, but we can continue this tomorrow, right? Naomi said, as a spiritual healer, I always have to think about delivery of a message. So compassion is a must, but people think I have tough skin. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Naomi said, I'm out on my walk. I love y'all. Stay strong. Yes, get that 30 minutes in. All right. Doesn't mean your mom. Social experience. Thank you, Jello. I understood it as social experience, right? I appreciate you, motherfuckers. This is Coffee with Friends. Truth without compassion. I see a lot of us are struggling with that. And we're going to have to continue this tomorrow on Freestyle Friday because it seems like a lot of people are struggling with delivering the truth with compassion. And I wonder where that comes from. Where did we learn that we must deliver the truth harsh and brutal? Where do we think we learned that from? Where do we think we learned that from? Right? Johnny said, if you are having the same conversation over and over again with the person, you either have to let them know you don't have the capacity to continue having this conversation, or find different ways to say the same thing, like how you talk to your children. Exactly. Exactly, Johnny. But I appreciate you, motherfuckers. This is Coffee with Friends, and this is, and I'm raw to the bone. And this topic for me was deep, and I happened to see this phrase on TikTok. Somebody posted their TikTok video and they had this as their caption. And I said, wow, it resonated with me and I felt it, right? Because I'm such an empath, right? I can be harsh. I am aggressive in my workplace or whatever, but I still deliver my messages to the best of my ability in the most compassionate way that I can. And if I'm aware that I've hurt you, even though it might have been the truth that I've said to you, I will apologize and I will acknowledge that, because my intention is not to hurt you. Even if it's just to tell you the truth, I don't need to hurt you to tell you the truth. That's not my intention. If I want you to know something, I'm going to tell it to you. Okay? It doesn't mean I have to lie to you, right? It just means that I just need to deliver what I'm saying to you in a gentle way, because life is hard enough on us already. It is. Why do we have to be mean and harsh? Where did that come from? Where did it start? Why do we think, why is there a thought that we believe that people are going to understand the truth any clearer because it's harsh? You think people understand it clearer when you give it to them harshly, opposed to delivering it with compassion? It's just a question, something to think about, food for thought. Pat said, can I ask a question for us to think about tomorrow? What do I love about myself? Great question. It's Freestyle Friday tomorrow. And definitely bring that question back to the table, Pat, because that's a great question. What do I love about myself? I can answer that question for myself, but I'm going to wait until tomorrow to do that. But with that, y'all, this is Coffee with Friends. And I love y'all. All right. And just because we have, differences of opinion on here does not mean that we're not listening to all the opinions. We learn something from each other, right? We grow by hearing everyone's opinions and various perspectives in life. Even if we don't agree with it, we don't have to agree, right? To learn something, right? We don't have to agree to learn something, right? But I just want to say, guys, just keep in mind that people are dealing with a lot of shit. They are. And people are fragile. Even your tough friends are fragile on the inside, places that you don't even know, things that they're dealing with, right? I will never say lie to people. I always believe in the truth, but there's ways that we can deliver the truth without tearing each other down. We need to work on it, right? That's it, and that's the fuck all. But this is Coffee with Friends. And don't forget, hashtag Fit Friends, 30 minutes of concentrated movement, 64 ounces of water minimum a day. All right. I never even said how many days a week you need to do this. That's for you to determine, right? When we end this on October 31st and November 1st, when we come to the table to talk about our hashtag Fit Friends journey for the 15 days, I want to hear how many days a week you put the effort in, what your challenges were, and what do you think you could have done better? And then let's hop into our next challenge. All right. And so I don't know what the next challenge is going to be, but we shall see. All right. We shall see what the next challenge is going to be. But with that, y'all, it's Coffee with Friends, and I'm raw to the bone. And I can't say it enough. Continue to love up on your brothers and sisters. That's all we got. Right? That's all we got, right? We are navigating this thing we call life every day, and our experiences shape us. But some of these experiences that shape us in toxic ways that we need to recognize and we need to acknowledge, hold ourselves accountable, and do the work to become better people, right? We don't have to stay the same because that's what we were accustomed to. If it's not right, let's work towards changing it. Right? Let's do better. And with that, y'all, I'm going to give y'all the positive vibes to go out on, because I always say when there's no hope, there's what? You can still what? Even when you feel low, you can still go. Hey. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Hey. Go. This is Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. I am here. Tomorrow is Freestyle Friday, y'all. Come through. We will continue this topic somewhat. Tomorrow's question is, what do you love about myself? Let's go. And if you joined via YouTube, give me the thumbs up. If you joined via IG, give me the hearts. All right. I love y'all. Peace. Get this message. What? Negative energy. But I slide right by. That energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go. Peace, y'all. Hey.